Hello, I'm Claudio Vargas Silva and I'm the writer of Master Yourself, 10 Steps to Loving Yourself, Having Good Relationships and Being Successful. And this is a series of recordings that I am making about the theme of my book. And what I'm going to speak now is about the importance of not placing your value in people's hands. Because when we don't value ourselves, we worry too much about people's opinion. We are concerned in making people happy and to have a good image of us. But the important thing is that we value ourselves. And when we value ourselves, we are satisfied with our own image, because it's a lot of suffering to be too concerned about people's approval, about what people think of us, what we did wrong. And when we don't value ourselves, we are always concerned that we might have made a blunder and that people are going to be sad with us, and that we are going to lose their respect. And we try very hard sometimes to conquer people's appreciation and to show off to people and to prove to them who we are. So it's really a stress. It's a lot of pressure over ourselves. And the thing is that the more we devalue ourselves, the more worried we are about people's opinion. And the more we try to convince them that we are someone special. So you see that when you value yourself, when you love yourself the way you are really relaxed. You can't imagine why people would not value you. Because, as I told you before, if they don't value you, it's because they don't value themselves. People who can't value themselves can't value you either, because they see you as they look at a mirror. When you look at a mirror, you look at your own image, right? So, if people don't value themselves, they look at you like they are looking at a mirror. So if they can't value themselves, then they can't value either. If they put them down, they are going to put you down. But you need to understand that when it happens, it's not because of you. It's because of them. Don't take it personally. The problem is not you. You don't have to change their minds about you, because you can't change their minds about them either. You can't show them that they are special. And as you can't change their self-image, you can't change the image that they have of you. So you need to understand that in this case, the problem is not with you. The problem is with them. And interesting that when we don't value ourselves, we are very concerned that people value us, that people appreciate us, that they recognize that we are important, that we are special. And then we forget the most important thing in human relationship. The most important thing in human relationship is giving people what you expect of them. For example, for you it's important to be appreciated. It's important to be accepted, to feel like people value you. So give it to people. Because sometimes we think that we are among people who value themselves, who have a very high level of self-esteem, and we are the only ones who don't value ourselves, and we need people's approval, we need their love, we need their acceptance. And in this case, we are living to ourselves. We are trying to satisfy our own emptiness. So when we think that people are, they accept themselves, they are full of self-respect, and we are the only ones that don't love ourselves, so we are always trying to get their approval. But we need to understand that it's not true, that everyone has some difficulty, every person has some hang up, and we need to think about being a healer to other people. We need to think about giving. And this is the amazing thing when we learn to love ourselves, is that we change our attitude from receiving to giving. So instead of focusing so much in our own needs and in trying to get people's attention, people respect, and trying to get people's approval, we start approving of them. We start to make them feel important. We start to compliment them and showing them in our actions, in our words, in our way of being, how important, how unique, how special they are. And this is when we find happiness. We find happiness when, instead of worrying about our self-image, we worry about people's image. When we try to give respect to them, instead of getting the respect from them. And it's interesting that when we are interested in people's image, in their in heal their self-respect, we are gonna find our own respect, or we feel important by making people feel important. Because when we try to make them feel important, we are saying to ourselves that we are full already, that we don't need it because we accept ourselves, we love ourselves the way we are. And now, as we love ourselves, we are here to give. We are here to make people feel important. So it's really amazing, it's something wonderful when we give to people what we want to have from them. We heal ourselves through healing them.